Hi students, welcome back. This is Plus 2 Computer Application, Chapter 6, PHP Conditional Statements. Before getting into the video, please do subscribe. So in this class, you're going to learn PHP conditional statements. So we do have four types of statements. If statement, if else statement, if elseif else statement, and finally switch statement. So these many statements are there in conditional statements. So let us learn one by one. So all these conditional statements are very useful for decision making. It is not only in programming language or script languages, it is in our day-to-day life. Yes, conditionals in everyday life, it happens. So easily you can connect all this type of statements in our day-to-day activities. So in general, if the specified condition is satisfied, we do have a path to select. If the specified condition is not satisfied, we do have another path to select. So here, conditions provide two types of result. It can be true or it can be false. So easily you can frame a statement with a condition. So now look at the picture. Here we do have a statement. If it rains tomorrow, we will stay at home. Can you identify the condition here in this particular statement? Yes, rain is the condition. Only if it rains tomorrow, you can stay at home. So this is the way we frame the condition. Now we'll see about if statement in PHP. So if statement executes a statement or a group of statements if a specified condition is satisfied as per the user expectation. So according to simple if, only if the condition is satisfied, we will execute the program. So let us see the syntax. Syntax means general form. We do have a procedure to write all this type of statements. So we have to write the word if in small letter, and inside the bracket you have to write the condition. An open and close curly bracket is used to specify the action block. Action block means the statements whatever you write within the open and close curly bracket is termed as action block. Now let us see an example for this. Look at the program. We have started the program with PHP open tag, and we do have a variable $passmark. So passmark, the value is 35, and the next variable is $student_mark. So variable is student mark and the value stored in student mark variable is 70. Here we do have if statement with condition. So inside the bracket we do have the condition. Condition will be always framed with relational operator. So relational operator means greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to, all this type of operators we do have. So it is compulsory. Condition should be framed with relational operators. So here we do have $student marks greater than or equal to $passmark. Now assign the value and check for the condition. So $student mark, what is the value? 70. So 70 is greater than or equal to pass mark is 35. So check for the condition. Is 70 greater than 35? Yes, condition is true. If the condition is true, if it is satisfied, we have to execute the if block. So your output will be the student is eligible for promotion. So I hope you all know how to write echo statement. Whatever given inside double quotes, you have to print as it is. So this is your output. And the next statement is if else statement. So let us check the statement with day-to-day life. If it rains tomorrow, we will stay at home. Else, we have to go to school. So this is what if else statement. So here the condition is again rain. Only if it rains tomorrow, you can stay at home, or else you have to go to school. So if the condition is true, you have one choice. If the given condition is false, you have the other choice. So if else statement in PHP. The if statement evaluates a condition. and it executes a set of code if the condition is true. And if the condition is false, it executes another set of code. So let us see the syntax. Look at the syntax. Syntax means general form. Here we have to write the keyword if in lowercase, and inside the bracket you are allowed to write the condition. So the condition, it produces two types of result. It can be true or it can be false. If it is true, we have to execute if block. If it is false, we have to execute else block. So let us see an example. So look at the example here. As usual, PHP program starts with PHP open tag. We do have a variable $pass mark and the mark is 35. And the second variable is $student mark and the value stored in it is 70. Now here we do have the condition. If $mark is greater than or equal to pass mark, compare it with the values. What is student mark? 70. And what is pass mark? It is 35. Check for the condition. Is 70 greater than 35? Yes, the condition is true. So we have to execute only if block. You need not read the else block at all. Either if or else. You have to select only one statement, not both. Since the condition is true, we have selected if block. Otherwise, we will select else block. So here the output is the student is eligible for promotion. That is what given in this echo statement. In case if the student's mark is less than 35, that is the condition now. If it is less than 35, here the condition will be false. It turns false. At that time, you will skip this line and you will move on to else block. So your output will be the student is not eligible for promotion. So particular this line you have to print. The student is not eligible for promotion. So you have to select either if or else. Here we do have only two choice, either if or else, but you can frame a program with multiple choices. So let us understand this concept from real-time example. Imagine that you are in a fruit shop and you wanted to buy apple or orange or banana, any one of this. And in this case, your first choice is apple. And you ask for apple and apple is out of stock. It is not available in the shop. So you will move with the second choice, that is orange. Again, orange is also out of stock. It is not available. So finally, you have to pick bananas. That is the only fruit available from your list. So this is what else if ladder. You may have many choices, but which is available, that alone you can pick. So this concept is framed as if, else if, else statement in PHP. So this statement is a combination of if-else statement. Here multiple conditions can be checked and action is based on the result of the condition. You may have multiple conditions, but only one condition will be selected. That is the overall concept of if, else statement. So now let us see the syntax of this if, else statement. We have to write the condition for if statement. This is condition 1. And if it is true, if block will be executed. And if it is false, we move on to the next condition. The second condition is given inside else if statement. So that is else if. Inside that we do have condition. Again, if this condition is true, you will execute the second statement, or else you will move on to the next else if statement, or you will finally conclude with else statement. So here we do have condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, condition 4 up to condition n. N times you can write. N means that is the end of the number. If you want 10, you can write 10 conditions. If you want to write 20, you can write 20 conditions. Like that you can keep on writing the conditions. If any one of the conditions are satisfied, that particular statement will be executed. Only that particular statement will be executed. If no conditions are satisfied, at the last else block will be executed. If no choices are available, finally else block will be executed. So let us see an example. So the program begins with open PHP tag, and we do have three variables and their values. These are the three variables and their values. And we do have if statement and its action block. So this is what its action block, open and close bracket. Inside that we do have one particular line. Same way we do have else if statement and its condition and else if block, action block. And finally we do have else statement and we do have else action block. With that the program is getting over. Now start reading the program. Here we do have three variables with its value, and the first condition is student mark greater than or equal to first class. Compare the values and check whether the condition is true or false. Student mark is 50 and first class mark is 60. Is 50 greater than 60? False. So the condition is false. What we have to do if the condition is false? Simply ignore this block. You need not read what is inside. Ignore it. Move on to the next statement, that is else if. So else if condition, apply the values and check for the condition whether it is true or false. Student mark is 50 and pass mark is 35. Is 50 greater than 35? Yes, the condition is true. So if the condition is true, we have to select this block. So echo statement, this particular echo statement will be executed, and with that this program is getting over. You need not execute else block. We do have three choices. From these three choices you are going to select only one, that is else if statement, because the condition which is given here is satisfied. So the output is student is eligible for promotion. Yes, this is your output. In case if this condition is false, without checking for condition you can move with else statement. So for this else if ladder we do have alternate statement, that is what switch case. So switch case is an alternative to if else if statement. So if else if else statement, otherwise known as else if ladder, the other name for this statement is else if ladder, which executes a block of code corresponding to the match. The same job is done by switch case. So let us see the syntax. You have to write the keyword switch. Inside the bracket you have to write the expression and open and close curly bracket. The last line is close curly bracket. So this is the action block of switch case. Inside this you have to write the keyword case and label 1. Label 1 you can give any name there or number. And immediately you have to keep colon, and the next line is code for execution, then finally break. So these three lines are repeated again and again. So case 1 we do have action block and then break. Similarly case 2 action block break. Like this we have to write the program. Sometimes no conditions will be satisfied. At that point you have to give a message to the user so that we write this default case. So default is a keyword, you should write as it is in lowercase and keep colon, and down to that you can write the printable statement. So this is what the syntax general procedure. Now look at the example of this switch case. As usual, program begins with open PHP tag. We do have a variable with its value, then switch and expression is given here. See, in switch case, expression means you have to write a variable name. We never write a relational operator like previous one. We never write condition. For switch we write expression, and then open curly bracket, the action block begins. This is the first case. Case name is red, and immediately we have to keep colon, then printable statement. If this is done, then you have to break the case. So break keyword we have to write. So in same pattern we have to write the other cases. Second case is case yellow, echo statement is there, and if it is done we have to use the keyword break. And the third case is case green, echo statement is there to print and break the statement using break keyword. And finally, if no cases are matching, we need to say a message. For that we do have default statement. Yes, we do have echo statement to say that message, and with that the switch block is over, so close the curly bracket. And finally we have to close the php tag. So this is a complete program. Now start reading the program. We do have a variable favorite color and the value stored inside that is yellow, that is given to switch. So favorite color yellow is present inside this favorite color variable. What we have to do is you have to search for case yellow. Yes, here it is. You have to print only this. So if the favorite color is given like black, you have to search for case black. Do we have case black? No. In that situation we will select default. Now in this program variable value is yellow, so we have to select case yellow. So your output will be your favorite color is yellow. So this is what the program. We do have multiple choices, but we have to select only one choice if the condition is satisfied. So now let us quickly get into the recap. So you have learned PHP conditional statements. First one is simple if statement. Second one is if else statement, that is alternative statement. Then third one is if else statement. It is also called as elseif ladder. And finally we do have switch statements. So all these four statements you have learnt in this class. So that's all for today. Thank you.